Welcome to episode number 33, Mr. Myers.
33, that's a big number.
This is number 33. That's
You know,
a big
33 is a big number.
Is it?
It's a huge number of
Masonry, I
Yeah.
know it is, yeah. And
But
also,
in a lot of stuff.
yeah, well, Age of Jesus, 33, right? Masonry, 33rd degree, which is, I think you can't get it. It has to be given to you, right?
You have to be, basically,
Like
it's an honourary degree.
It's an honor. But is it true that somebody has to die who had a 33 because there's so many limited 33rd degrees?
No, but if you ask for it, if you say, hey, any chance I get 30, you'll never get it.
Got it.
Like anything in masonry, when you ask,
You'll never get it.
you know, we had a brother who just got his second degree,
Mm-hmm.
and he just had the biggest balls to go walk up to an officer and say, hey, for my third degree, I want all past masters.
Something you don't do.
First of all, it's an insult to every officer in that line saying you don't want these officers in your degree. You're special.
Yeah.
You deserve to have every chair filled with a past master.
Got it.
So, you know what that does? Slows it down.
Everything else slows it down for him. Well, at least you guys should go tell him that so he's ready. No, honestly. Yeah.
Well, you know,
But everything in life is if you ask for it, like in a way that like you don't, you're not worth it yet. It doesn't come. It comes slowly.
well, you know,
People will recognize you for it if you're worth it.
you had what's his name? Katzenberg, Jeffrey Katzenberg. Who's the guy that was with Disney? Wasn't it? He had up the animation division.
I don't know.
Wasn't it Katzenberg, Tom? Let's just double check. Yeah, it's him.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
So he was the only profitable division in Disney when he was there because of the cartoons and because of the animation. And Michael Eisner would not give him the head position because he said he wasn't educated enough. So he sued him. He ended up with $250 million, $300 million in the suit. That guy waited for his time.
Yeah.
They never gave it to him.
I
So then he took that money, started DreamWorks,
Yeah.
and he's very successful. Sometimes you just you wait. I think you just do your job and you wait. And same thing with anything. When you expect something, you probably never get it.
But I think timely recognition is also important.
Well, then you move on.
Yeah, but if you're working for a company and you're not recognized in a timely fashion, of course, if you're doing a great job, that is. I mean, if you're terrible at what you're doing, don't expect to be recognized for anything. But if you're doing a fantastic job and your peers adore you and love you, and they emulate what you do, then your superior should definitely recognize you. I don't know, with pay or a better position, or I don't know, a month free vacation.
How does Michael Eisner keep his job when he put his buddy Mike Ovitz in as president over this guy?
Well, Michael Eisner, he's the CEO. So
He used to be.
Well, yeah. At the
So
time.
what I'm saying is, Michael Ovitz was an attorney. He was a agent. He had nothing to do
And
with
for
that.
big companies like this, there are special, like for Disney and any big company, a major size company like this, there are special companies. They're called headhunters. They hunt for talent to become a CEO of a company like this.
Yeah.
There are instances where they get promoted within. Like, let's say if you're a CEO or like you're a president or a VP, and then they can probably, the board of directors will appoint you as a CEO. But most of the time they go and look for CEOs from different places.
But Michael Ovitz had in his contract, if he got fired within a year, he'd get a $250 million parachute. What do they call it? Golden parachute. And he got fired before the year was over.
And did he get it?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like these guys.
I don't know much about their story.
Oh, I used to read all about Disney. Back then with all these guys. I'm like, this is a bunch of crap, man. These guys just grease each other. They take care of each other. Eisner probably got a kickback from that 250.
Today is October 1st. We're going to talk about the federal government shutting down.
And that's why we were talking about money in the beginning.
Right,
The amounts of money out there.
We're going to talk about Bad Bunny. You know Bad Bunny? He's a Latino superstar. Of course
Is he really? He's a Latino. I wouldn't call him a superstar because I never heard of him.
Okay.
A superstar is somebody that everybody knows about.
I think everybody knows Bad Bunny.
Nobody known about him till now. People like, who the is this?
Okay, we're talking about Canada issuing warning for its citizens with gender-neutral passport traveling to U.S.
Oh, my God.
You're going to love that, right?
And I'm Puerto Rican.
Are you?
Yes.
I thought you were like super white.
No. My grandmother, Rita Azevedo, was from Puerto Rico.
We're going to talk about Pete Hegseth and his chant on no more fat generals and no more fat or overweight Army personnel.
Great.
Right?
Great. You lead by example.
Pope Leo. You know what he said? I mean, this is the dumbest thing I've heard anybody say. It makes no sense. Me and Tom were talking about it today earlier.
What did he say?
He said someone who claims to be an anti-abortion but supports the death penalty is not really pro-life. Does that make sense to you? He says if you support to be anti-abortion and if you support the death penalty, then you cannot claim to be really that you're pro-life because you say, oh, I'm pro-life, I'm anti-abortion. And then if you support the death penalty, like, that guy that killed that Ukrainian girl, and let's say if you say, oh, he needs to get the death penalty, you can't really be pro-life. How does that make any sense?
It doesn't. But that's because religion. It comes from religion. Religion is a big
Someone who says I'm against abortion but says I'm in favor of the death penalty is not really pro-life. So someone who says that I'm against abortion but I'm in agreement with the inhuman treatment of immigrants who are in the United States, I don't know if that's pro-life. So they're very complex issues. I don't know if anyone...
I mean, whatever, the immigrant thing, first and foremost, has nothing to do with abortion and pro-life and the treatment of immigrants. One has, like apples and oranges, have nothing to do with one another. Yes, of course, treating immigrants inhumanely, absolutely, in no way, shape, or form that should be, anybody should be okay with that. But
Wait.
how does this make any sense? I don't know what this guy.
First of all, these immigrants, these illegal immigrants, and the people around them are starting to fight back, and they're slamming them to the ground. And good, I'm so happy. So happy.
I mean, yes, if you're throwing rocks and items at eyes, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just overly, like inside the detention facilities, you have to treat them as normal human beings.
If you are cooperating and you are being respectful, and you should be shown respect. If you are being a dickhead, then your head should be opened up with a fucking billy club.
You know who's acting like garbage? It's usually the people who are legal, who are citizens, who are naturalized citizens, or are green card holders. Those are the ones throwing rocks and water bottles and pepper spraying them. Those immigrants. Most immigrants, like I would say 90% of those immigrants, they're normal, hardworking, classy people who just want to have a nice life in America. The only fault they have here is coming here illegally. That's it.
So I'm pro-choice. Okay, I think abortion should be the last option. Like, they shouldn't be used as birth control. I think if a baby is rape, if it's the baby is going to have functional problems in life, all that. There are so many different things when you talk about abortion. Whether people should have or not. If somebody just slaughters a whole family of people, that's a whole different ball game than a little infant inside of their mother's womb who did nothing. The child did nothing to be just yanked out for no reason and being torn apart. Now, how does this fucking nitwit, and that once again it's because of religion. Religion is full of nitwits saying that you can't be one and not the other.
And they literally tear the baby apart. You know that, right?
Yeah.
When they abort a baby, like. Literally, they tear the feet, they tear the arms, they tear out the lungs and the heart and whatever.
Well, however it works with the valve, how they get them out. I mean, it's not like they go, okay, we're taking the lungs out. They just tear them, whatever comes out. Yeah.
I forgot the name of that instrument where they insert it and they just grab it. It's a hard instrument with two edges that can just grab it so well. That,
it's like a claw.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then you got the Tylenol problem. With the
Tylenol problem, man, that's ridiculous as well. I mean, you know how many people got sick over that? They were taking these pregnant women with on purpose just because of what Trump said.
Yeah, they're
They're pregnant and they would take, few tablets of Tylenol and video and show to the world, oh, look, oh my God, I'm taking Tylenol and I'm okay. What are you trying to prove? I mean, I don't get it. You're pregnant. If you don't need to take Tylenol, why are you taking it anyway in the first place? Okay, you really didn't know Bad Bunny until now?
I saw a picture. He's a or whatever. He dresses up like a woman. He had boobs.
He's a homosexual?
Yeah. No, he's.
I don't think he's homosexual. I don't think he's gay.
No, he dresses up with like a woman.
No, I know he may dress up, different.
No fucking man dresses up like a woman and struts around like that. No,
I'm not sure he's gay. I mean, I don't know that. Maybe he is, but who gives a shit?
I don't care either. But I look at this gay, and then there's a man that dresses up. I saw pictures of him.
Antonio Martinez Ocasio.
I saw pictures of him. He was wearing some outfit had breasts on it and nipples showing.
He's going to perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, isn't that great? Hopefully my team. If my team's in it, I'll be like I did the last few years.
He's a massive artist.
Never heard of him. Until this.
Have you ever heard of Maluma?
No.
I love Maluma. What about Sebastian Yatra?
Nope.
Oh, my God. Okay. You're too old. That's why.
I wouldn't hear this shit anyway. I mean, that's not my music. That's garbage.
Why?
Because it is.
It's like Latino pop. It's like listening to classic rock or, I don't know, listening to the Eagles.
Anything that they use a computer to fucking play the instruments is not real music. It's computerized. I want to see musicians playing
like
the
a
instruments.
Band, like a
yes,
band,
yes,
guitar and
yes.
Drums and a saxophone or whatever.
Yeah. You just like hitting a button and dancing around.
I think they use a band when they record their music. Like when they record their albums, I'm sure they use a band.
Well, I never heard of him, and
he's a big artist. How many?
He doesn't even speak English.
So
he's coming to America to perform for Americans.
I know, but half of America, is Latino, and they speak Spanish. Yeah, whatever. Not that, fine. I'm just maybe exaggerating. What I'm trying to say, it's a massive amount of Spanish-speaking people here living in America.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't faze me. I don't give a shit about it.
So for you, it has to be an American, or sing in English.
Yeah, I mean, of course. What is the halftime show? Then put a fucking band up there. Put it with a band with trumpets and who is this guy? It's about promoting this guy. Whoever his people are, whoever his agent is, they're the ones over there sucking the dick of Roger Goodell to put this fucking trash on my fucking NFL Super Bowl.
I think it's the NFL that reaches out to these artists.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And say, "Oh, please let me perform at your
halftime."
Of
course they do.
Are you kidding me?
Of course they do.
They get paid?
Nobody knows this fucking guy. This is going to make his career so much bigger by going on the NFL. The NFL is the biggest, besides soccer, NFL is the biggest fucking sport. And they also are trying to they want to get more into...
Can you Google how much Bad Bunny is worth? Rob, he's one of the world's largest, entertainers. Are you kidding me? I know you don't know him.
Oh, 50 million. My God.
If not more.
Fucking Paul McCartney, Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan.
Listen, Paul McCartney has been around for, 100 years already.
Yes, so was other bands in the 60s. Where's their money?
He was performing in Palm Springs yesterday.
Yeah, I get his...
Or on Monday.
I get his texts.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm on his text chain.
No, this guy is massive.
No, he's not. 50 million is not massive.
Listen, this is like J-Lo.
How much is these J-Lo? How much is...
J-Lo, I'm sure, is worth more because J-Lo is twice his age, most
J-Lo
likely.
is a product of United States.
Okay, J-Lo is like 60 years old. This guy is in his 30s.
That's not old.
What I'm
60 years old is young.
What I'm trying to say, she had a longer career. Therefore, she could have made more money than he did. Also, she invested a bunch of money in many other ventures and businesses.
You know how I feel about music. You know I don't like any of this shit.
But this guy,
the last guy, not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. That's what I had to watch on the Super Bowl. That was trash.
I know. Okay.
I have friends that love rap.
Okay, J-Lo's worth what? $600 million. How much is J-Lo worth? Over there, how much is J-Lo worth?
$50? No.
J-Lo is worth
$400 million. That's a superstar.
I know, but she is. Go back for a second. I'm so sorry. Go back for a second, for 1 second. She is 56 years old.
That's not old.
Bad Bunny is maybe what? How old is Bad Bunny? Maybe in his early 30s. 31. There you go. 1994. She performed maybe twice as long as he has. That's why. He can reach $400-500 million.
This is it. He's done. He's done. She makes that money because she's fucking hot, and she used to be real hot. Now she's not as hot.
Did you hear the rumor she insured her butt or something like that?
Years ago, I heard that.
Yeah, was that true?
I know people that worked on music videos of hers, and she was kind of
like, how do you insure
high
your
maintenance.
butt?
Huh?
Like, what does that mean? You insure your butt? Like somebody squeezes it, you get paid?
Yeah, it's like David Lee Roth, I think. That these guys, they insure the dicks and stuff like that in case something happens. Yeah. You can insure anything you want. You give enough money.
Okay. Surprisingly, okay, well, how much does the Super Bowl halftime
And what
get
kind
paid?
of name is Bad Bunny? Ooh, that's tough. You're a Bad Bunny. You know,
It says, hold on, Super Bowl
Hippity
halftime
hoppity.
performers typically do not get paid on an appearance fee from NFL, but maybe not from NFL, but from some production company.
so why is he doing it? Because it's going to benefit his career. People are going to start to know who he is. The other guy, they just like us. They just like us. They just like this. I never heard any of his stuff until I saw him at the Super Bowl, and I was even less impressed afterward. So this is the same shit. NFL is trash. It's trash, it's fixed, and it's trashed.
Okay, look, this is Prince's Super Bowl.
This is a musician. This is a master.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing, babe. Only wanna see you laughing, yeah. In the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. That's alright. Come on, y'all. Purple rain.
Yeah, Prince is on a different level. Prince is like a Michael Jackson, level. He's on that level. Canada updated its U.S. travel advisory, warning that. Okay, this is the first time I'm reading this. Warning that 2SLGBTQI plus travelers, particularly those with passports marked X, which is for non-binary or /gender neutral,
Yeah.
may face heightened scrutiny when entering or traveling into the U.S. What's your take on that?
Well, considering that it's really hard to get into Canada, if you have anything on your record, if you have a DUI, if you have any minuscule thing, they will not let you into that country.
As a tourist?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah. So what's the difference? If our country says your choice is man or woman, and you go, well, I'm not going to choose either one. Where's my gender binary stuff? Where's this and where's that? You go, you choose this or you choose this or you don't come in. Get the fuck out of here.
What's a 2S? What is that? 2S. I mean, I know LGBTQ.
Yeah.
And then I. What's 2S? They added two more letters or a number and a letter. 2S LGBTQI plus.
You know what? I have many gay friends, and I just don't understand how
What is that?
how they prescribe to this fucking
Two-spirit?
shit.
What is that? Is this a new form of people?
Pan-American
Also known as
umbrella term.
Two-spirit or occasionally two-spirited or abbreviated as 2S or 2E, especially in Canada. Also, okay, this is specifically Canadian.
Yeah.
Is a contemporary pan-Indian umbrella term used by some indigenous North Americans to describe Native people who fulfill a traditional third gender. Who fulfill a traditional third gender?
Hey, Joe.
Or other gendered social role in their communities.
Hey, can we get any money off these guys? Yeah. Let's put them in our fucking group. Let's add a couple more letters. They'll give us some money. That's all this fucking shit is. It's ridiculous.
2S. All right, sure. Two-spirited, huh? As a term and a concept neither used nor accepted universally in Native American cultures. Indigenous cultures that have traditional roles for gender non-conforming people have names in their own indigenous languages for these people and the roles they fill in their communities. All right, whatever it is. The advisory notes that the U.S. systems may now require sex assigned at birth in federal forms, visa or nexus, passenger manifest, Social Security, U.S. passport processes. So pretty much if you don't have a marking.
Why does it matter? Like, why does it fucking matter?
That's the X, look.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, why does it matter? These people are so into their fucking pronouns, into what gender they are and whatever the fuck they are. You got a dick, you're a man. You don't have a dick, you can be anything you want. You could want to be a woman, you could. You want to be trans, whatever. You have, just check the box so you can come into the country, or check the box so you can go into Canada, check the box so you can get on the fucking plane. Why does it matter? Why do they make such a big deal out of this bullshit when there are people in the street who can't fucking eat? The people in the street that need medical help, that have mental fucking problems. And we're worrying about this fucking shit in the news? They never talk about the stuff we should be talking about.
No, you're right, 100%. This is total unnecessary.
This is what kills me about the LGBTQ. They can't wait to get in the fucking news.
2S LGBTQ.
No, I know, but it's the same thing. No. Anybody that prescribes to this shit. Like I said, I have many gay friends. A lot of them don't like this shit. A lot of them don't like this shit, and I don't know why they don't stand up and say enough.
That's what Pete Hegseth is saying right now to his generals and to his soldiers. In order for you to have a good time, you gotta be in shape.
Well, they should.
Right?
Cops should be in shape.
Absolutely.
Did you see that video of the two women trying to take down a guy? They couldn't get him down. A pedestrian had to come help him?
They couldn't. They can't even run after,
we got to stop this. Get the most qualified people for these fucking jobs. I wouldn't do it. I can't run. I got injuries. If I start running, I'll fall down. I'm not going to be. Okay, Pete. I'm in good shape, but
I mean, Ollie's saying that they should have a physical every year.
Of course, why not?
They should have a physical. They should be able to run a mile under 6 minutes, in order for them to be in good health, good spirit, good mind, good heart, to be able to combat and fight.
If we should have a competency test every year for teachers, anybody that's dealing with our children, anybody that's a politician should have a competency test. If you're in the military, you should have a health check. If you're a cop, you should have a competency test. You should have a health check every year if you're dealing with the public.
But I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Here it says, Hegseth sharply criticized overweight officers and troops, saying it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon. So usually admirals and generals, they're not on the front lines fighting. They are delegating. They are,
They are an example. They are an example to the troops, and they should not be overweight. I don't care one way or the other, but if I had to choose, because that's what we do here, I would say I agree with them.
So you're saying that even though they're general, they're not in the front lines, they're not actively fighting, they're not.
If they're
troops.
obese, they should be in shape.
Obese, overweight, and obese, totally.
Well, I mean, I don't. Did he tell you how many pounds? Is there? Okay.
He said you have to take a physical. Like for instance, go. Okay, look at this general. Okay,
come on.
Yeah, I mean he's overweight. Clearly, who is this guy? Who's this general? General Mark Milley, right? Is that what it says? Yeah, Mark Milley behind. If he's a strategic, smart, experienced general, would you fire him over him being, overweight? Of course not, right?
Well, first of all, you give them the opportunity to get into shape.
This guy, maybe he's in his 60s. How long is it going to take for him to lose all this weight?
I lost 40 pounds 3 years ago, and I was 57.
Yeah. Okay.
I worked at it. You change your diet and you move. You just fucking move.
No, I get that. What I'm trying to say, I understand the troops, but I mean, yes, they should serve as examples, being a general or an admiral, the way you look, the way you act, the way you dress,
I mean, you're gonna put some weight on it. That's why I don't know what his poundage is. But if you're overweight,
that's not okay. Look, that's not okay. I mean, if you are a soldier, like, and this is, maybe where is this, in Iraq or Afghanistan somewhere, this is not okay. How are you going to save your
you're gonna lay on your back, and the guy's gonna be they're gonna be shooting with the guns.
The guy next to you. If
I just told you how.
Yeah.
He's gonna block the bullets. So he's gonna have to drop in front of you, and you'll be behind him shooting.
He's taking 3 boxes of pizza just for himself.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't be. This is the whole thing. Like, nobody cares. There should be requirements. I grew up at a time where there were requirements, and then they kept letting them go. It's offensive. You can't say this. It's like the fat chick that the Uber guy wouldn't let in the car, and she sued him because he said, "You're going to break my seat. You're too big."
So I think they slowly reduce the standards in order for people to be able to get accepted into the military.
Yeah, I mean, give them a chance to rectify or retire or whatever they want to do. But as that new one's coming, look, that's disgusting. Come on. What the is, what is it?
I don't know.
That is not healthy.
Yeah, definitely they should be in shape. I think people in the military, representing this country and fighting.
So you're going to be able to run up a hill with a backpack and a rifle?
I don't think so.
Okay.